So here we are with Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, a song from my childhood, and I'm sure a lot of yours as well. One of those classic riffs where you really do think you know how to play it until you dive in and realise that there's a little bit more complication going on in there. But that's what we're all about here, just finding out how to truly play these classic riffs. And some more modern ones as well, but today I just thought it'd be fun to do a real classic and also, I would say, quite a beginner level track, which is nice to just have ones of different difficulty. So today we're going to dive straight in to Nirvana. So I mentioned this is quite beginner level. The only tough thing, I guess, is the fact that you're using an F chord, which is one of the hardest ones to bar in terms of just how wide the frets are. So for example, when you're up here, power chords are quite easy. But when you're down here, that spread comes a bit wider, just because of the nature of how the frets spread up the neck. So this one is in F, and instead of doing a bar chord shape like that, you're going to actually use your third finger and think of it as a very fat third finger and bar across those two strings. That's what Kurt Cobain does. And also, he has this kind of shape where he keeps this second finger down, which actually you never really hear. So I would recommend probably don't do that. Instead, just use this. So we'll start at the very beginning then. There's no distortion at the start, so it's quite a quiet intro in a way. The thing to bear in mind is how many noises there are like that, the kind of muted sounds that come along with this riff. So at the beginning, you've got a down, up, down. Simple as that. Make sure you use that fat third finger, like I said. And then this is the most unusual bit. There's a pause, and then you've got three muted picks, up, down, up. So you go. So to do them, you just lift off your shape very lightly. That's how you do that kind of muted section. So the next chord that you're going to play, you move over to this B flat. And this goes like this. So that's the move that you're going to play. And I've done the up pick here with a kind of muted sound because you're not really holding the chord down anymore. You're sort of in the process of releasing. So that's the next one. So we'll jump up to this fourth fret here, which is an A flat or a G sharp. So you do the down, up, down, and then four muted ones this time. This is a more interesting shape here on the C sharp or D flat, however you want to think of it, on this fourth fret here. All of that is just basically this hand coming away and moving back down. So it's the same shape around again. There's four muted picks this time though. Up we go. Now this is slightly unusual again. It goes. So this is the point where your distortion goes on, kind of halfway through this shape here. So I'll put it on for you now so you can hear that kind of huge difference in the sound there. I will move my pedal board around one day so I don't have to keep getting up and sitting down, but I play so often standing up, you see. So this shape again, I'll turn down the volume just so that you get an idea of what's going on. So, and then the distortion comes on, and then you do this. It's much easier to play when the distortion's on because there's no kind of mini mutes and anything like that going on. So once again. And then the distortion goes off here, and then you put a chorus pedal on. So I'll do that for you now. This is my own chorus pedal sound, which is slightly different to that on the record, but you can have a little play around if you want to get it exactly sounding like this tune, but I quite like my setup, to be honest with you. I just do them with down picks and the first and second finger there. Play that 6 times, and there's a little pause obviously before it, so it kind of goes each time it comes around, so pause. So you go into the next section now, and the distortion comes back on, and there's no chorus. So just kind of the hard sound again. And this is just on the beat this time, so play that 3 times. And then you've got a separate 3 that follow it. And then you pause, then you slide. So you're back into your main kind of riff there, but the slide is quite a cool part of it. Play that round 6 times. Now this is super weird, this bit, because we probably know it. But the unusual thing about it is the picking pattern that Kurt Cobain uses. So it's an up pick to start with. So how this works is an up pick. Take away the first finger, but leave those 3rd frets down. Over to this note, using that 2nd finger and bending up. And then same pattern again in the picks. Downs for this. And you repeat it again. Back to these notes here with the distortion off and the chorus on. As before. Then you repeat that same pattern rounds with the distortion and no chorus. So that's the same again, the kind of main chorus pattern, which is really nice. Then you go back to this shape that we just practiced there. Now this is the solo, which has that distortion sound again. But it's got the chorus on as well. So this makes it a really interesting sound. So I'm just going to put that on for you now so you can hear it as we play through the solo. So we'll go into it. It's nice and easy solo here. That's why I said this is a kind of beginner level track earlier on in the video series on Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit. So you're going to go up to the 5th fret with your 2nd finger. So you jump down to that 1st fret. Then you use your 3rd finger on this 4th fret on the B string. And then slide down with the 1st finger. That's a nice little bend there, so. And then it goes to this open bit here. No vibrato there, and this just rings out for absolutely ages. And then you pause for quite a long time. We're just going to move over to page 2 of the tab now. We're nearly through the song, to be honest with you. We're going to go back to this section here. And then you've got those 3 again with the pause. And then the chorus goes off and you're back into the huge distortion, which I'll do now. And you can really just let loose here because you're going to play that 10 times round, and then it just finally ends with one more time round on that first fret back where we started. So this is the final time. And that was Nirvana's Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is a lot of fun actually. I really like doing the main riff in that one. It's just quite grungy and heavy, and you can just kind of let loose. It's also not too difficult, as long as you can handle this F shape. And I would suggest that actually sometimes it's a bit easier to play this one standing up, because if you're sitting down and trying to get down to that F, it can be very hard to kind of lean that far over. Although sometimes that's what's required when you play guitar. But I hope you enjoyed that video. We might do a few more Nirvana ones because there's definitely ones that are worth checking out. But do like and subscribe. We'll keep doing what we're doing here on How to Play Guitar. And yeah, I hope you like this t-shirt. Isn't it awesome? One of the best ones we've had on the channel so far. But anyway, do subscribe down there or here. One of these anyway. And we've got some video suggestions for you as well on the channel. But yeah, thanks for watching and we'll catch you next time.